I had to come back on because my video, this is a dream too. I had to add some more touches to the dream. Back to the McINNIS people, they were in the bed. Now here, now that I'm thinking about it now. Let me see, maybe I could put a light on. This will help. Okay. They was in the bed. They was asleep, but they had their clothes on. They wasn't underneath the cover. When I went to Danielle's room, when I opened up the door and looked and see, I didn't actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't actually see Danielle. I just heard her voice. It was her voice I heard. Her and Lizzie. And they was like underneath the covers talking. And I closed that door and I was like, nah, I don't want to go in the room with them. I don't want to be with them. And then I went into another one. I was trying to find a room by myself. See, now the dream is like coming to me, vivid. I was trying to find a room where I could be by myself. And I was dressed, saved. Well, it was like a Christian type of thing. Ooh. When I walked into the house, Kayla and her friends, there was some guys there. She looked like she was dressed like she was dressed when I went to Pastor Freeman's ordination. She had looked like she had that same white dress on, and she had her prayer cap on. And they were sitting down in the living room part, and it was kind of daylight. But it was like, it's coming, it's coming, it's going to hit us, it's going to hit us, we got to be ready. And I wasn't so much, excuse me, I wasn't so much worried about it, but it was just that I was just like, okay, let me just go find me a room, but I'm not really worried about it. So I left them. They wasn't even interested in me. They didn't pay me no mind. And it seemed like I was trying to talk to them, but they wasn't really paying. So I just left them. And I was walking, I said, well, let me just go get my room. They don't seem to be interested. Let me go get my room and let me go get ready. All prepared. So I went walking, and that's when I passed, like, the area where the door was that led downstairs. Well, actually, in all honesty, that I'm thinking, it really wasn't a door. When I passed that particular area, I said to myself, I said, oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe there's a door somewhere that leads downstairs. Because you could see, like, the steps, and the steps was, like, up here. And I was like, well, I'll go upstairs and see. But I kept saying to myself, no, I better stay down, because then wouldn't it be safer to be down below? And then I was thinking, I said, nah. I said, because whatever will hit the building, if I'm underneath, down below, and the building fall, then I'm going to be trapped underneath the building. So I said, no, so let me just go walk. So it looked like I walked, and when I went, like, kind of that way, there was some rooms there, big rooms. Went up in that room. And that's not, I didn't know who that was, so the dream kind of switched, and I went to another part of the house, walked away. Oh my God. Oh, I'm yawning so much. I was not yawning before I started talking about this dream. So I walked on, that's when I went and noticed that was the room. Then I went, it looked like the dream, it didn't switch, it just didn't show me walking, it just showed me opening doors. So I went, opened up another door, and when I opened up the door, this is the big room that I walked into, and I kind of like walked a little bit. Oh, come on. And once I walked into it, then I saw the McINNIS. I saw the wife. The man, I'm seeing him. He was like in some sort of strange position to be sleeping. And I know I said in my other video that it seemed like he was lying on her chest. No, he wasn't lying on her chest. He seemed like he was lying awkward, in an awkward position, like this way, and she was up here. So they wasn't really close to each other. And it looked like he was asleep, but I don't want to say he was, I want to say he was asleep, but in all honesty, it seemed like he was deceased. And I looked at the wife, and the wife was a little bit above him. Oh, excuse me. The wife was a little. I'll put my. Yeah, the wife was a bit above him, like up here, and he was down here, and he was like, my mom is like saying a fetus position, but he wasn't. His legs was funny, and his head was in an awkward position, but it wasn't nowhere near him. And she was lying up, like up here. She lying up here, and he lying down there. So his head was like, okay, let me see if I can give you a visual of this. His head was more so towards her hip, and she was up. So they wasn't lying on top of not on top of each other. I don't mean to say that. They wasn't lying like in a, in a position of like going to sleep, cuddling, not that type of thing. Yeah, so when I walked in, I was already in the room, and then I happened to look up, and that's when I saw them. The light was on. Yeah, the light was on. And that kind of like put some kind of funny feeling in me when I woke up. And I came out the room. I'm trying to think, did I go anywhere else? I think I went back downstairs again. But I didn't tell them nothing. So I don't even know. I can't even get that dream together. But I don't want to say they was dead. I'm trying to see if God is giving me an interpretation of that dream. What quickly came to my mind was that in the spiritual realm is Jesus coming back, right? But I don't know. I kind of like, let me see. There's so many feelings going on with this. Okay, my first interpretation, we preparing for Jesus to come back, right? I wasn't too much worried about too much getting a room per se because my mention was already made, right? So I wasn't too much worried. I was thinking that the going down below was maybe like in a sense of backsliding. But then I kept saying, no, let me not go down there because what if whatever hits that I'm going to be caught underneath the building. I need to go up. Because in the dream I was like, no, I need to be above. I'll be more protective. I'll be more protected up high. So I take that in the aspect of moving up in God. I don't know. The rooms, going from room to room, trying to find a room, and it seemed like I couldn't fit in. I'm looking at it like on sinful, like I can't be satisfied with sin. So I couldn't go in the room with Danielle, because Danielle was a sinner. I couldn't hang out with, I'll be around Kaylin now, because she was in another realm. She was like totally out of it. In the dream, when I say out of it, I don't mean like she was drunk or anything. I mean her her spirit wasn't the same. It was like her spirit was being controlled elsewhere, and it wasn't connecting with me, so I eventually left them alone. Me trying to find a room, I guess, is in reference to I can't be satisfied, and I will not be satisfied down here. Now, I just can't get the McINNIS part. I can't understand why he was... I mean, if that was a bedroom, they have a big bedroom. They got a big bedroom. And another thing with them, they still had their clothes on. They was like Sunday best dress. They had on their Sunday clothes. He looked like he had on a blue suit, and she looked like she was dressing like some ivory. I don't understand why they was lying in the bed completely fully dressed like they just came from church. I'll never understand that part. And it just like I said, I'm just throwing this out. My interpretation, what I'm getting from it, is that something happened with them. Maybe they came home from church and maybe she got sick, or maybe he had went to the bathroom or whatever and came back and found her dead, and then it did a whole lot to him, and he passed out and he died. But it's just the way they were. You know, the way she was lying like she prepared herself for bed. He was lying like he just fell out. Just fell out. Like he just fell on the bed. I don't know. I can't get that one at all. I don't know why I'm dreaming about them. And I've been dreaming about the Bineses for quite a few times. I think this would be my third dream I had with them. I think I wrote down the other ones I did. I did a video. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I would find the dream quicker in the video than I would in the audio, unless I actually labeled it. So that's the dream. Hey, look, I got a bump there, right? I do got a bump there. All right, so today is April the 19th. Yeah. No, today's April the 20th at 1:20 a.m. And I had the dream April 19th. I think I had it when I took my nap. No, I had it last night. Yeah, I had it last night. Because I'm telling this dream yesterday, but it was while I was eating my breakfast. So it was like probably the afternoon, morning. All right, so that's the dream. I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a blessed night. Enjoy your night. Sleep peacefully. Remember Christ. I think Dan made it back. I think that's her. She rented a car, and she drove a little highway to Tracy. Ooh, my nose look big, don't it? Here they come. All right. Good night.